Welcome to the Wonder Garden channel, a place that shares extremely useful plant care tips that are simple but anyone can apply right at home. Many of you, after buying a plant from the store, often see that the plant still looks green, healthy, and beautiful. But after a period of care at home, the plant begins showing signs of wilting, yellowing leaves, slow growth, and eventually gets thrown away. And today, I will bring home a peace lily plant that was thrown away by someone else, so that together with all of you, we can recover and care for it again from the beginning. The special thing is that during the care process, I only use one very simple ingredient commonly found right in the kitchen, but it is extremely beneficial for peace lily plants. If applied correctly, you can absolutely grow lush green peace lily pots with healthy glossy leaves and especially produce many beautiful white flowers right at home. You can see that this peace lily plant already has many yellow leaves, drooping soft foliage, and is currently under quite severe stress. When a plant remains weakened for a long time, the older leaves or leaves that no longer have sufficient photosynthesis ability will gradually turn yellow and wilt away. If these leaves continue to remain on the plant will continue wasting nutrients to maintain them, making the recovery process slower. Therefore, the first step we need to do is cut away all yellow, dried, wilted, or damaged leaves, keeping only the leaves that are still green and healthy. After removing all yellow and damaged leaves, I will gently remove the peace lily plant from the pot to inspect the entire root system and proceed with replacing the growing medium for the plant. This is a very important step because in many cases where the plant develops yellow leaves, wilting, or slow growth, the cause is not only from the leaves, but also from the root system underneath. If the growing medium has become too old, retains water for too long, or becomes compacted over time, the root system can very easily suffer from lack of oxygen, root rot, or weakening that we cannot easily notice while the plant is still inside the pot. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. When removing the plant, you should continue using scissors to remove damaged roots, keeping only the healthy roots and healthy base portions of the plant. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. After completing all leaf and root treatment steps, rinse the entire plant thoroughly with clean water. This step helps remove old soil, dirt, rotten residue, or damaged root fragments still attached around the base and root system of the plant. In addition, rinsing also helps the plant become more airy, while limiting bacteria and fungal diseases remaining after the treatment process. When rinsing, you should use a gentle stream of water and wash very carefully around the base and root system to avoid damaging the remaining healthy roots. To support recovery for this peace lily plant, I will use coffee as a natural organic fertilizer. Coffee contains a small amount of nitrogen together with many beneficial organic minerals, helping support greener leaf growth, stimulate root system activity, and improve plant vitality during the recovery stage. Next, I will place the shells from several eggs into the grinder. Eggshells contain a very large amount of natural calcium, an extremely important nutrient that helps plants grow more strongly, especially for the root system and stems and leaves. Calcium helps the plant become firmer, supports the formation of new cells, and limits yellow leaves, soft leaves, or weakness during development. After adding the coffee and eggshells into the grinder, I will tightly close the lid and finely grind these two ingredients together. Grinding them very finely helps the ingredients combine more evenly and helps the nutrients inside separate more easily when mixed with water or blended into the growing medium. Especially finely ground eggshells help the plant absorb calcium more effectively compared to using large eggshell pieces. After completely grinding the two ingredients, I will place the entire mixture into a clean glass cup. Next, I will add about 500 milliliters of hot water. Hot water helps the nutrients in the coffee and eggshells extract more quickly into the water, helping the plant absorb them more easily during use. Stir the solution evenly and cover the lid to steep until the water cools completely. After about 3 hours, when the solution has cooled completely, I will filter out all of the residue, keeping only the nutrient-rich liquid to use for the plant. Next, I will dilute this solution with about 1 liter of clean water. The dilution step helps make the nutrient concentration gentler and safer for the plant. Now, I will soak the entire base and root system of the peace lily plant in this coffee and eggshell solution for about 15 minutes. Soaking like this helps the root system directly contact the nutrient solution, allowing the plant to absorb nutrients more effectively during the stage when the plant is weakened and needs recovery. While soaking the plant, I will use a soft cotton pad to absorb the solution, then gently wipe all the remaining leaves of the peace lily plant. Wiping the leaves like this helps remove dirt, residue, and impurities on the leaf surface after the long period when the plant was weakened. When the leaves become cleaner and more airy, the plant can photosynthesize more effectively, thereby helping the plant recover more quickly and grow more healthily over time. In addition, the organic nutrients in the coffee and eggshell solution also help provide a light amount of nutrients directly through the leaf surface, helping the leaves become greener, healthier, and shinier. To replant this peace lily plant, first I will prepare a new growing medium, so the plant has a suitable environment to recover and grow again. In this video, I will use garden soil combined with coconut coir as the growing medium for the plant. The garden soil helps provide necessary nutrients and maintain stable moisture for the plant during growth. Meanwhile, the coconut coir helps the growing medium become looser and more airy, helping the root system respire and develop more healthily. I will mix these two ingredients using a ratio of 2 parts soil and 1 part coconut coir. This ratio helps the growing medium maintain a balance between moisture and airflow, something very important for peace lily plants, especially during the recovery stage after root treatment. Mixing evenly helps the coconut coir distribute uniformly throughout the soil, thereby helping the entire root system have a more stable growing environment and limiting soil compaction after long-term watering. After about 15 minutes of soaking in the solution, we will remove the peace lily plant to begin replanting it into the pot. In this video, I will continue reusing the plant's old pot. First, I will place a thin layer of growing medium at the bottom of the pot. This step helps create an airy foundation underneath and supports better drainage for the root system later. Next, I will gently place the plant in the center of the pot so the plant stands upright and the base remains in a suitable position. After that, I will continue covering the root system with growing medium until the pot is full and the plant can stand firmly and stably inside. When adding the growing medium, you should gently press around the plant with your hands to stabilize it, but you should not compact it too tightly because that can make the growing medium suffocating and affect root development.
Chưa biết luôn.
If you're having any difficulties while taking care of your plants, feel free to share your plant's condition in the comments so we can find the right solution together. Finally, I will use the remaining coffee and eggshell solution to lightly water the entire plant pot. Watering the solution immediately after replanting helps the growing medium maintain more stable moisture, while also supplementing additional natural nutrients that help the root system quickly adapt to the new environment. After that, place the plant in a cool, airy location with gentle light and avoid direct sunlight. During the recovery stage, peace lily plants need a stable and cool environment to limit water loss through the leaves. Results after 3 weeks. You can see that the peace lily plant has already started becoming greener and recovering very clearly. The leaves are now shinier, firmer, healthier, and the foliage has become denser with many newly developing leaves. From a wilted plant pot with yellow leaves and lacking vitality, The plant has now gradually regained freshness and more stable growth day by day. So, we have successfully recovered this peace lily pot. This proves that by applying proper care methods, suitable root treatment, and reasonable nutrient supplementation, even plants that seem severely weakened can completely recover and grow healthily again. And the wonderful thing is that we can absolutely utilize very simple kitchen ingredients to care for plants naturally, economically, and still achieve very good results. If you patiently continue caring properly, the peace lily plant will continue growing greener and healthier, produce many more new leaves, and soon bloom beautiful white flowers in the near future. If you found this video useful, do not forget to press like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the Wonder Garden channel to support us.